All right, guys, little short update here on the Dirty Bird. So I was talking about this, trying to neaten up the motor compartment like I did with this truck. And there was some easy, I don't know, some easy fixes to this mess. There was a bunch of wires here for the headlights that came across right through here. And all I did was go around and disconnect the inner fender wheel well, dropped all the bolts out of it, left it right where it was, and there's just enough movement in it that I could slide the wires underneath in this cavity. There's a cavity that goes in through here and comes out on the other side. So aesthetically, it's going to be a lot neater. We still have this charcoal canister that goes to the gas tank, which I can get an extended hose, tuck that in here. This is the water for the windshield wiper sprayers. That's just a piece of rubber tubing that I could probably get a longer version of that and come back and have it come out and poke right through here. Boop. So that gets two of these tubes out of the way. So what I'm left with is all the MSD wiring. This was a ground. Grounds are easy. You know, it doesn't have to be 6 feet long to get a ground. It's just what I did real quick just to get it together to see how the car was running. But this bar comes across and sits there. So if you picture this hose being gone, this hose being tucked in, and then all that's left is the MSD stuff. Obviously, we got to clean up that wiring in there. Just tuck it down and put it in the wire loom, wrap it up with some tape. So I'm thinking, move the MSD box to the back of the firewall where I've seen a lot of people put them. I've put them. It's on this side over here on mine. Right? They make smaller ones nowadays. I had it over there in the past, but I guess the other owner that I had sold the truck to and I bought it back from him, he had an impact here. There was a little dent. So he must have pulled that off, put it there, and popped the dent out. Maybe he liked it better up there. To me, my eye goes right to it when I look in the motor compartment. With this car, it's a little tighter with the heater core box there and the heater coolant lines, heater core lines there that are in the way. So, and that's the update on the power steering pump. It's all back in. The hoses are in place. They're wrapped around and draped underneath around the pulley. And it's painted black, so it's not blue anymore standing out. So I think that's the next big, I guess, dress up under here. I'm just trying to make it a little more presentable. Take these two pieces, get the coil mounted to the firewall definitely, and then I could put the MSD box over there, or maybe I could put it up under here on the back side of the headlight radiator support. Find out the spot where I'm not going to poke through a wire or rub up against something, because I have my fan relay down there as well. I could scooch that over and put that box under here and extend the wires, because it's just wires, you know. They go to places and you got to extend them. This is a battery line for the MSD box. This is a ballast resistor to change the voltage from whatever, it's 12 volts. I guess they want to step it down to 5 volts. I'm not sure. Whatever that's for that older box. I don't want to buy anything that I don't need. The box is working fine. And you notice that crazy yellow coil wire. We don't need that to be 10 feet long. I think I got a little, replacement one over here somewhere that I could just scooch in there from back in the memory banks. I don't know. I probably tossed it. Don't throw anything out, because you want it, you need it, you don't have it. The air cleaner is going to have to be the same size that it is, because it pokes into this when I close it. It's pretty close with the intake manifold I purchased. Gives you a little extra height. So that air cleaner goes up into the fake shaker hood. So there's that whole thing I got to deal with. And then look at this. Just noticed it. It's for show. See this? That's for show. So there's always something with these old cars. Let me know what you think. Obviously, this is a work in progress. And if you're caring to watch it, this is what I'm doing. I got to cut this down extra long. Cut that down with the zip. Yeah. I think when it's done, it'll look better than when I got it. And then you could repaint this stuff. You could paint this flat black. A lot of guys go gloss black. I think it looks horrible. You want like a satin or a flat. But there's a lot of texture on this. Maybe rust. Maybe somebody went over this. I'm not sure. There's some like extra alligator skin undercoating here. So maybe I'll mask the stuff off and hit it with some rock guard and just blend the texture in a little better so it's not so, I don't know, it's standing out, staring at you. This is something that anybody can do. You can buy a car, you know, maybe you overpay for it and you want to like get some money back out of it. This is something that personally, if I'm going to go look at a car, I'm looking at the body, I'm looking at every part of the car, but if the motor compartment looks like trash, and this one pretty much does, in my opinion, it needs to be cleaned up a lot. It shows that the car wasn't really taken care of. Like these, you can get another radiator coolant overflow that's cooler looking. Like you can go get them from Jegs or Summit. They mount in different locations, and you could put a chrome one in. This one can be a different color. It's just a plastic container. Excuse me. Make sure you store your bolts where you're going to find them, you know. If you got kids kicking around, watch out. They will lose your stuff. I was trying to teach my son about ratchets and sockets and extensions, and he was into it, and then the flashlight came out, and it was like, you know, finger shadow puppets or whatever, so that was the end of it. But do it in little drips and drabs if you're going to teach the kids. I got to get something for this. What a mess. See ya.